a sinner, left my lover crying on the dance floor. I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner.
Last time we left off with a Tijuana hotel room.
This time I got the auto in time. Daniel sculpts a new piece while Trent sits in a chair, idly sipping bourbon from a glass. The new piece isn't very good, and Daniel sculpts apathetically.
So, what's it cost for you to be sitting here?
Usually a cut of earnings, depends on the client. I don't always work for money, though.
Have any favorites?
Well, there was this one guy, and, well, everybody has their particular needs. He liked to cook with human blood, so I got it for him.
Why?
I like the work.
No, I mean, why did he...
Oh, fuck if I know. He was a structural engineer. Are we saying structural engineers use blood to cook? What? Everyone's got a spark. I'm here to draw it out of them. Not ask why it's there. Finding out is usually a letdown anyway. Trent watches Daniel work. What the hell is that anyway?
It's a sousaphone.
What the fuck is a sousaphone?
Don't ask questions.
The pause did it.
Okay. Tell me what I need.
Trent laughs into his glass. Later that evening. Lake Point. Daniel only knows this part of the city by reputation. He glances back at his parked car and tries to remember if his insurance policy covers theft. Trent leads him further inward. He seems unconcerned about their growing isolation. There is a staccato pop pop in the distance. Gunshots. I've never heard staccato.
I don't really hear it a lot in conversation, no.
Oh, so it is an actual word.
I believe it is, yes. Did you hear that?
Don't worry about it. The police know not to come around here. This way. Trent leads Daniel to the mouth of a tunnel.
Are we going to a rave?
Maybe. They are two gay guys. As his eyes adjust, Daniel realizes that the silent shapes he initially took for debris are actually people. Dozens of people. Most of them are resting on makeshift beds, wrapped in makeshift blankets. The tunnel's residents watch the pair with rheumy eyes. There's something in their demeanor that unnerves Daniel. As the roar of the freeway fades behind him, Daniel realizes what it is. Nobody's making a sound. There's no rustling, no spoken words, not even a cough or a sigh. Just the clack-clack of Trent's shoes.
Are they vampires?
Maybe. It's
Damn
like
it!
the breathless hush before a performance starts. Daniel doesn't know what to make of it. He just knows it sets him on edge.
Oh, this is it? Miserable homeless people that smell like pee?
Just watch.
But the pee smell.
Trent approaches an old, grizzled man sitting against the wall, reading a crumpled paperback. Daniel tries to follow, but Trent stops him. No, you stand there. You watch. Daniel stays put. Hey, Larry.
What do you need?
Trent and Larry converse in hushed tones while Daniel watches. Trent hands the grizzled man a gleaming knife and steps back. Larry starts walking towards Daniel with knife in hand. Daniel looks at Trent, who merely lights a cigarette and leans against a pillar to watch. Larry stops next to someone sleeping in a bundle of newspapers and plastic bags. Oh! With frightening speed, he stabs the person in the face several times. His victim emits a horrifying, choking gasp as they die. It's over before Daniel has time to process what's happening. Larry stands and takes a few labored breaths, then he drags the body past Daniel. Daniel averts his eyes while he passes, but can't help but glance at the man's ruined face. He can hear his own heartbeat. Trent produces a crisp $100 bill and pushes it into Larry's bloody hand. He puts out a cigarette and walks toward the exit. I'll be in the car.
The fuck, bro?
Look, it's not the worst thing we've seen in this yet.
That's true.
Daniel picks up a half-eaten steak with red sauce. Sophie chows down across the table. She's a mess. The apartment is too. The ending is... oh my god, it's just, well, I have to loan it to you. It's just good to read something again as an adult, so inspiring, like you see yourself fully, like a complete thing. Daniel fidgets, shifts in his chair, tries to listen. Can't. Images of the killing keep flashing in his mind.
How well do you know Trent?
I used him on Brogol, you know, the guy who worked with Yarn, and later on Palaju. Brought them both in on deadline, great management skills, just great. She gulps down half a glass of wine while Daniel watches. Picky, though, wouldn't work with them again. Something about sparkles? Daniel hears the man's final desperate cry and suppresses it. Whatever happened with him hitting on you?
Oh, nothing. Misunderstanding.
You mean you're straight?
No!
That makes sense. I've met the last girl you were dating. She was very mannish.
You mean you?
Nope. Remember from the first episode, the art bitch?
Fuck you!
Yeah! God, I hope she shows back up in this and dies. How's he working for you? Ooh! Daniel is assaulted by a nightmare image of himself stabbing Sophie in the face. He jumps, rattling his silverware.
Look, what are you taking? Is it Valium? Or stronger now?
Look.
It won't help. You'll just keep going and going. I helped you stop before, remember?
No, you just interrupted me. She gulps down the rest of the wine. Sorry. Trying to keep stuff down. Daniel's head swims with visions of blood, the knife stabbing the man's throat, that pathetic gasping last breath. It's too much. He gets out of his chair.
Well, when you're ready for another interruption, you can call me again.
That might be a long time.
Oh, I'll keep busy.
Bye.
Fuck it!
Daniel rushes to the door of his apartment, retching. He heads for the bathroom, doesn't make it. He spews a stream of, okay, like I'm not sick enough right now.
There's a lot of puking in this story.
There is. God, I feel like doing the same thing right now. He spews a stream of vomit across the floor. Thanks, game. Give me a second. It's not from the game for those who are watching on YouTube. I've been sick all stream. He stumbles into his workshop and throws a new slab of clay on the table. It lands with a wet splat. Daniel slaves away at the new piece, pulling it together with his bare hands. He looks disgusted, shell-shocked. He works and works and works. By the way, aren't you glad that his trauma they didn't actually show when they talked about it before? About the puppy?
Yeah, it's true.
Thank you, game. Daniel steps back to look at the completed piece. He erupts in croaking laughter, giddy with the quality, hating himself from where it came from. No, his was a dog. We just never saw that. We saw the other chick's thing. He pulls out his phone.
Hey, it's Daniel.
Jesus, Danny, it's 4 in the morning.
I know. I'm on a roll. I want to keep going. I want to meet. Give me cocaine.
I'm busy. I've got something important at 8. We'll meet later.
Take me with you.
Hey, calm down.
I told you I'm on a fucking roll. Hello?
Fine, I'll pick you up. Be ready. Mwah.
Give me drugs.
No, I'm gonna give you dead bodies. Later that morning in the Lake Point Hotel. By the way, I still say the cover of this is a reference to the movie we watched last night.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go home. I'll have to show the fans later, but do you remember the name of the movie we watched?
Brain dead.
If you guys go look up Brain Dead when you can after you watch this, especially the cover of this, and go look up the scene where they're doing surgery on the guy's brain while he's awake. I swear to God, it looks just like this, and I think even with the bug-eyed and everything. And I'm talking about the first guy, Mike, not the second one.
Yeah.
He's got that same bug-eyed look as the guy as Jack. Which, good movie, by the way. I suggest it for everybody to watch. It's a really good mindfuck movie. Trent walked through the graffiti-covered halls of the condemned hotel carrying a black case. A nearby construction site pounds hammers and drills in the distance. Bright sunlight streaming in through the broken windows can't touch the deep shadows in every corner. Daniel follows. He sees people sleeping in the halls. Some of them might be corpses. It's hard to tell. Trent seems to know his way around. They stop in the hall in front of a T intersection. You got your 6-shooter?
No.
Trent shoves a handgun into Daniel's shaking hand.
What's it for?
Hopefully nothing. You're going to stay the fuck put for 10 minutes. Don't fucking talk to anyone, understand?
Maybe.
If you can manage that, I'll take you next door.
Oh, what's next door?
Trent laughs. Then he takes a left at the T intersection and he's gone.
Is it ice cream?
Maybe? Daniel looks at the
Really?
gun. He hears a muffled scream upstairs and he tucks the gun away in his pants. Just once I want to see someone shoot his dick off doing that.
They did that joke in Scary Movie 4.
I'll take it. Hey, mister.
Don't touch
Down.
me.
A pale man sits in the corner like a ghost in shadow. His lips are covered with sores, his arm dotted with track marks. Light glints from his expensive-looking green earring. Daniel finds himself wondering where he got it.
Why?
That's supposed to be an expensive earring. That looks like a stud. You got like 20 bucks on you. Trent got wicked bombitas. We could split it. Us and my girlfriend.
Girlfriend? Where?
I don't know. Probably earning her share up on the 3rd floor.
I don't.
It's alright. Don't sweat it. Just relax, man. Only one who will hurt you is Trent. Sorry. Just relax, man. Only one who will hurt you is Trent. And you know, two seem cool, so... Daniel hears someone approaching. Footsteps thump from the T intersection where Trent disappeared. They're getting closer. In a flash, Lacey crosses the intersection in plain view of Daniel, then continues on in Trent's direction. She doesn't notice him. Daniel freezes, unsure of what he just saw. Lacey's footsteps thump down the hall, getting quieter and quieter. He follows, sticking to the shadows. Daniel hears Lacey and Trent talking. They're in one of the hotel rooms. He stops near the open door and listens. Lacey rummages through the black case that Trent brought with him. Sitting at her feet is a small animal carrier. Trent lights a cigarette. Lacey waves the smoke away. I asked for sterilized gauze. Sorry, that's me. Are your cadavers gonna get infected? This might. She taps the carrier with her foot. A cat meows from inside. Yeah, okay. I'll knock off 50. If you want a deal, order it online. Lacey gathers up the case and carrier and walks past him. You can literally just buy sanitized gauze anywhere.
She's weird. She has to buy it from the drug people.
I'm saying she's retarded. You can get that anywhere.
Yeah, no, she's completely batshit insane. I thought that was already established.
It is. Daniel backs into a dark corner to watch Lacey and Trent exit. They walk past him down the hall. You ever gonna show me what you're up to? Stop asking. Alright, you're the boss, princess. Excuse me, Dr. Princess. They split in two different directions, out of sight. I love how Daniel always has that look like he's about to give a lecture. Daniel emerges from the dark and follows Lacey, picking up speed as he goes. Suddenly, a confused-looking Trent steps in front of him, blocking his path. I said stay fucking put. You want to get shot?
I changed my mind. I'm leaving.
Fuck you, no you're not. You better be joking. Daniel puts the handgun back in Trent's hand and tries to step around him, but Trent doesn't let him go. Then you're fucking walking home. Listen, and that means you'll need this. Hey! Daniel refuses the gun and rushes past Trent. He runs into the hall where he last saw Lacey. Daniel moves through what feels like a labyrinth of identical hotel hallways, all filthy and dark. More shadowy figures lie crouched against walls and slouched in corners. They watch him as he passes. He tries to keep up in an air of entitlement, burying his fears. Despite the apparent chaos, Daniel senses something oddly deliberate about this place. He can't put his finger on it, but it feels arranged, almost artificial. These thoughts are cut short as he walks past an open door and slowly, just long enough to glance at what's inside. Oh!
Okay.
He sees a body laying against the wall with its head blown off. Oh, was this one sending VHS tapes to singers?
Maybe.
At least you get that joke.
Bjorn.
Yeah. So weird you can find a lot of that on YouTube. Just not the end part. Daniel hurries past. Daniel stops at the hallway intersection, not sure where to go. He strains to hear footsteps. He hears rough secks of the walls, construction work outside, and a stairwell closing to the right. He darts to the stairwell. Daniel barges through the stairwell exit and into the parking lot. He squints as his eyes adjust to the morning sunlight. Oh God, it burns. He sees Lacey walking toward a street exit only 100 yards away. He darts after her, finally gaining. The construction site next door is incredibly loud.
Lacey, wait!
She doesn't hear him approach over the noise. Daniel slows into a jog just a few feet behind her. He puts a hand on her shoulder. This is how you...
You're getting stabbed.
Yep. Oh God, yeah. This motherfucker about to get it.
Hey, Hey, Lacey!
She drops her cargo and spins around terrified, so all you hear is a whap!
Ah!
Oh god! Daniel falls onto the concrete floor, clutching his arm. Wasn't a knife, bitch! Stunned silence as the two stare at each other. Recognition slowly dawns on Lacey's face. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Oh, she's gonna have to kill him now. You shot me, you bitch!
Just leave him out here. Let the infection get him. She lowers a gun and rushes to him. I'm a doctor, let me see. She pulls his sleeve back to reveal a small, nearly bloodless. Oh, it's just this. Okay, it's just the arm. He's fine. Okay, it's not bad. Damn it.
Oh, you're right. You shot me!
You snuck up on me.
Fuck you!
You better hope my cat survived the fall.
Well, if you can stab it again? Listen, I walked here, so... Can you give me a ride after shooting me?
Fine. Oh, sorry, my car's this way. Come on. Shit, fuck it.
Oh god, is Jack about to get a friend?
I'm making a harem. You want to join?
No!
You don't get a choice.
Oh no!
She helps him up. Lacey drives with Daniel examining his wound. He glances back at the cat sitting in the carrier. You know, you shouldn't sneak up on people like that. I thought you were a mugger. I've been mugged several times in that area. It's a bad area. Are you keeping pressure on that?
I'm getting blood on the seat!
It won't be the first time. Don't be silly. Blood washes out. Not completely. Oh, she's a doctor. She might actually know how to do that.
Yep. Where's the hospital?
I'm a doctor. We're going to my place.
Oh, I really don't think.
It's simpler for everyone this way. Trust me. It's just up here. I think her
Oh
voice
god,
changed.
Jack is getting a friend.
Yeah, he really is.
How many
He's-
chapters are in this?
9. We're on chapter 4.
Oh
5.
god, yeah, no, we're on chapter 5. I didn't realize there was that much left.
It's not that bad. I mean, I'm going by the awards that you get, because every time you finish a chapter, you get a thing.
Alright.
And it's
Well, no,
set in-
no, no, I'm not saying bad, I'm just saying, like, I didn't realize we still had that much left of story left to go through.
Technically, we have 8 story and 1 epilogue.
Ah, okay.
Hold on. Okay. God, I fucking hate how slow Windows 11 is. Lacey trots to her front door carrying the black case and animal carrier. Daniel lags behind, cradling his arm. She unlocks the door and steps inside. Daniel tries to walk in behind her and she stops. Just a sec, it's messy. So is his arm. He grimaces as she manhandles his arm.
Alright.
She shuts the door in Daniel's face, then locks it.
Hey! Oh boy.
I don't know why, it just makes me laugh after last night's movie. Just need him to take off a giant, really ugly, obvious wig now. Jack sits in the kitchen counter reading a single page of the New York Times. A nearby laptop plays a movie. Suddenly, Lacey scrambles into the room carrying a black case and an animal carrier. She drops her jacket and kicks off her shoes. Frantic, the cat meows in protest.
Hey, what's wrong? What? Where are my legs?
Shh, quiet.
Legs!
He gasps as she scoops him up. He's no heavier than a sack of cat food. And is she gonna feed him to the cat? And
Please,
she heads
God,
for
no.
the basement door, carrying all 3 items at once. Lacey throws the door open and steps down the stairs. No time to...
Oh no, not the stairs again. He's fucked.
Yep. Her sock catches on a nail in the stairs, and she stumbles forward with a scream, and everything flies out of her hand. Jack flops down on the stairs, rolling and twisting at impossible angles. The carrier
he's
tumbles open, releasing a small cat who darts out and runs into a corner, terrified.
Goodness kitty.
Oh no.
Oh, he's fucked.
Mhm.
He's fucked.
The black case
It-
smashes open, sending out a hailstorm of sharp medical instruments. Lacey manages to catch the railing halfway down, stopping her fall, but Jack crashes to a stop, face down on the basement floor. So, let's play What Sharp Object is in What? Take your bets, everybody. What sharp object is inside Jack and where in his body?
I'm guessing the scalpel's probably in his eye. The scissors, one of the sets of scissors is probably in like his fucking heart or something, or jammed in his chest. And the syringe is probably also in his chest.
Ooh, you're going for the big one. Yeah, so is other people.
There's definitely gonna be one in the eye though.
Oh, you think they're gonna go with that?
Probably.
It is one of the more visceral ones, yeah. Daniel hears a scuffled... Sorry, give me a second. I will be right back really quick.
Okay. Indeed.
Daniel hears a muffled crash from outside. Concern... Isn't he outside?
Yeah, he hears a crash from outside, so he's standing outside and hears a crash.
Okay. Concerned, he tries to peer into the windows.
Hey, Lacey!
Nothing. An idea strikes him. He stands on his tiptoes and gropes gropes the top of the door frame. There's a spare key up there, just a few inches from his seeking fingers. Lacey rushes down the stairs to Jack. Jack, are you alright?
Rocking stairs! This wouldn't be so much of an issue if I had legs!
Or arms, I guess.
Oh, he's got a couple of those in there.
Looks like there's something sticking out. He withers around now, trying to turn over. She flips him over and gasps. Several medical instruments are embedded in his stomach. He must have rolled on them as he fell. They've opened an ugly 6-inch tear in his gut, and a bit of his bowel are poking through. Oh, Jesus! Lacey hears the front door close and freezes. She hears footsteps upstairs and Daniel's muffled voice.
Lacey, you alright? I heard a crash!
Oh my... Oh, this is you.
Oh my god, that's my intestine! Is that...
It's not bad. Shh. I'm sorry. There's no time. I'll put it back, I promise. She takes out a remote and presses a button. Jack blacks out. His limp body flops against the concrete floor. Daniel steps in the kitchen and he sees Lacey's shoes and jacket on the floor.
Hello?
Lacey stumbles through the basement door carrying a medical bag. She's pale and shaken up. There's blood on her hands. Daniel approaches her concerned. She steps back, avoiding eye contact.
What happened? Are you okay?
How did you get in?
Spare key. Are you sure you're alright?
Simon's old key. Lacey winces at her own stupidity. She snatches the key from his fingers and pockets it.
Are you...
Yes, something fell over. This is your blood. Here, sit down. A few stitches later. Daniel and Lacey sit at the dining room table. His sleeve is pulled up to his shoulder. His healthy arm holds a bottle of scotch. Lacey sews the stitch into Daniel's wound. Just a few inches and I would have killed you. I think you just caught the flak.
I pity the next mugger who crosseth your path. I hope you don't mind me asking, but what were you doing in that part of town?
I should ask the same thing.
Ah, it's easy inspiration.
Is that true?
Yes.
Not that it's any of my business, but who else knows you go there?
Just one person. Trent Holloway.
Lacey takes a moment to absorb this. I see. I'd rather not say what I was doing, but I hope you still enlighten me regarding your inspiration. Is it anything like Barnaby?
You remember.
Lacey gestures to a mantel in her living room where sits Daniel's sculpture promptly displayed.
I hope you don't mind, but I'd also rather not say.
I understand. I think we may have just learned a lot about each other.
Oh, damn it!
Daniel's laugh is cut short by her final painful stitch. All done, let's go. She grabbed Daniel's healthy arm and hurried him into the foyer. Lacey opens the door for Daniel and nudges him toward it.
Let's get some lunch.
No.
What about tomorrow? Lunch, maybe a movie? I've always wanted to try without Jack butting in. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking.
Oh, dude. Like, instead of getting Jack, you could have gotten Daniel, and that probably would have been good for both of you.
Yeah, no. I feel like that's actually not a terrible match. I just want to go on a date. A normal, regular date. Doesn't that sound nice? You know, with arms and legs. And you did shoot me.
What'd you say about the arms and legs? Honestly, yes, it sounds very nice. Okay. Now will you please go? Daniel nods as she pushes him out the door.
I'll call you.
Yeah. She closes the door in his face.
Fuck.
He's too drunk to care. Lacey enters and sees the cat chewing on Jack's exposed lapping up the blood and tearing an even larger hole. That motherfucker's getting a colostomy bag.
That cat's gonna die.
Hey, scat! The cat darts away. Lacey picks up Jack and puts him on the stretcher. She examines his wound briefly, then goes to the sink to wash her hands. Yeah, cats are dicks. Lacey stares at the blood water circling the drain. Down, down, down. She turns back to Jack with a faraway look in her eyes. That motherfucker's getting a colostomy bag. Lacey drops a mass of guts and internal organs, intestines, the stomach, and more into a bin, splattering blood everywhere. Some of the splatter hits her face, and she wipes it away. Something catches her eye. Popcorn kernels draining from the end of an amputated intestine. The sight seems to awaken her from her trance. You took parts of his okay, never mind. You can live with... That was going to be a really dumb thing I was going to finish that with.
Where did his head scar go?
It's too dark to see it, maybe? Or this was drawn before. She takes off her gloves and tosses them in the bin. Then her scrubs, then her mask. Piece by piece, she sheds her bloody exterior. She stares at Jack's sleeping form for a moment, then leaves him. You can eat without parts of your stomach. I've had 90% of mine removed. Lacey wanders aimlessly into her study. She gazes at the window. It's beautiful evening. She sits next to her telescope and peers through the viewfinder. She sees Sophie sitting in her bedroom. She doesn't look good. She must have been crying earlier, but now she's just staring into space, broken. Lacey backs away from the viewfinder. She notices a smear of blood on the telescope's white casing. She missed a drop when she was cleaning up. She stares at the blood on her palm, willing herself not to cry. Why would she cry? Everything's going just the way she wanted.
You wanted him to have his arms and legs amputated and have his head cut open and the intestines spilled out all over the ground? That's kind of fucked up.
Everything but the intestines. I'll feed you intravenously every 4 hours, and your bladder will drain into a pouch. Jesus Christ, kill the man already.
Is this really necessary?
What do you mean?
I mean, was this medically necessary? Oh god, she took the rest of his arms. And oh god, no!
Told
He's
you
more of a
colostomy
nugget
bag.
now. He's more of a nugget now.
Why else would I do it?
Why are you in such a rush? And what kept you for so long while the cat?
Someone was here, friend. They wouldn't leave. You were friends?
You couldn't make them? Was it a police officer?
Why would it be? Do you want it to be? God, if that's what you're hoping for, we might as well.
My arms!
Your collarbones were broken. Oh yeah, look, she cut more of the arms off.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, yeah, no, she took the rest of his arms.
Damn.
What about my everything else? You took my penis!
I was about to say, I think she did. You don't want kids. What does it matter? I saved your life. She storms off to clean some equipment. This man is just going to find a rope and Minecraft himself.
His fucking, like, his life, like, stairs are just his mortal enemy at this point, because it seems like that's the root of most of these issues. He just keeps falling down the stairs.
Oh, if it's not, it's her saying that she'll do anything to protect him and then drowning his ass.
Just turn it up, please.
Wow, so that's it. Do you want to do another chapter?
Tonight.